G'day everybody and welcome back to the farm. Well, as you can see, I'm out in the middle of nowhere and there is actually a reason for that. Basically, I have gone through and been looking at all the different costs, all the costs of the farms, all the paddocks, and that one there seems to be the cheapest at £164,688. So that's going to be our first investment, because the less intelligent of us in here might have forgotten that in order to produce our bread, we actually need to be able to produce flour, which we need a flour mill first. So we've got plenty of biodiesel happening here, so let's just jump out of that, well, jump into that I suppose, and try and remember what I've done with that trailer there. And I've just realised I don't want that tractor, I want the one with the big bag handler on it, so we'll just ignore what I've just done. That's the one that I want. So, take this over here. So yeah, the reason why I was in the middle of nowhere was basically I was checking out the field that we're going to be buying. So, first job for today, we're going to get to and we're going to sell some of this beautiful biodiesel that we've managed to produce. But before we get to and do that, let's turn this into a flatbed bale trailer. Oh, here I am again, too close again. So we'll just reverse this into here. Now, depending on time and money, I think we will end up taking out a loan so as that we can actually buy that field, just because I want to get the flour underway. Alright, so we find that trigger and we customise. Now I want to call that a bale loading wagon, and we'll just, yep, that'll do us. Another experiment that I want to try is I want to know if you can actually use your biodiesel in use biodiesel to make biodiesel. I've heard of crazier things happening, so, why not? Use what we've produced to produce more. I did, between episodes, get to and plant that full of wheat over there. So yeah, let's just quickly do an experiment. That's what I want to be doing, so let's just get the smallest barrel that we have here to try to see if this will fit into the trigger. And that would appear not. Okay, so, alright, let's get to and sell this diesel, Before I started up today, I did check out some prices, but of course, with my memory, I can't remember how much they were actually offering at this very moment in time. Let's get that on a little bit better. Perfect timing. Oh boy, that's heavy. We need to go find our weight. Now to try and remember what I've done with the weight. That is a very good question. Just do a quick tour. Oh, something else that I did was I got frustrated at the other cedar. Pretty sure I sold it. I can't really remember if I sold it or not. But I got to, and I rented another one. And of course, silly me, I forgot that, there's the weight. I'll just run into the shed too. I forgot that I was playing at ×5, which I have no intention of changing that. Oh, to quote a trucking farmer, there's another one for the couddle counter. I actually kind of like that. Instead of crash counter, call it a couddle counter. Okay, pick that up. Alright, let's go back to cuddling the shed. Okay. Let's go back to picking up the diesel, shall we? Honestly, so many things around here want cuddles. Oh boy, that is a lot heavier than... I'm not trying to pick up two, am I? I think I was. Alright. Alright. Now that we're only trying to pick up one, let's see if okay, slightly better. I think we might still need a better weight on the back, but for now this will do us. Let's just lower that a bit. Okay. I honestly thought this tractor would be heavy enough to be able to pick these up, so lesson learnt. I wonder if the forklift would actually do this any better. You know what? Let's test out a theory, shall we? Just bring that over. After all, you would think a forklift that is actually designed for picking up pallets, you'd think that that would actually be suitable to pick up the pallet. Well, you never know. Let's trial and error. So far you've seen me error. Let's see if I can pass the trial, shall we? Okay, so far we're doing better using the forklift, so we might... I was at some point going to sell this, but it would appear that we need it over here. Okay. See what I can do here. I'm really making a stuff up of this, but let's see if I can get straps onto this, and then we'll just take it how it is. Farmer Cop, if you're still watching my videos, firstly, thank you. Secondly, don't pull me over. That's because I'm pretty sure this would count as unsafe conditions. Okay, so let's find out where we're going to get the best price for our diesel. Over at the supermarket. So, here we are with our first ever lot of sales. Time to see how much we're actually going to get. How much we're actually going to get. Okay, I don't think I need to be doing any more cuddling this episode, so if someone wants to keep a cuddle counter or a crush counter, as you know, some of us would actually call it, it'd be great. Maybe during editing I might start one up, shall we? Okay, so up here and we turn left. And there it is, just up there on the right. Okay, so how do we... That's how we get in. Alright, any guesses on how much this is going to pay us? Apparently absolutely nothing. Okay, so what's going on with... Is our diesel not good enough here? Maybe it's too high. Well, that kind of worked. Okay, so it can't actually be on the trailer. Okay. I didn't catch how much that actually earned us. So okay, so that's given us, well, a fair amount. That's going to buy us the flour factory, which is actually a start. Yeah, to buy the land, I think we will get to and take out a loan, because I really do want to get the bread up and running as soon as possible. Okay, so let's just go to the finance screen, and of course I'll go too far, and we want 170 in loan. It's going to be a pretty big loan. Okay, so then we'll go back to the map here, and we're going to buy field 31. Okay, so that's bought. So we'll just drive to our new plot of land over here. Try not to run anybody over. Okay. Alright, so straight up, I won't be harvesting any of this corn. I think I'll just grass the field, make it so much easier on us. So we will get to and buy the flour production. Okay. So 32. How much is that supposed to cost? Oh yeah, 32 in the first place. Let's try and get it as close to the 32 mark as we possibly can. Okay, let's plonk that there. Okay, so we will need to be bringing over our wheat. We will get to, and hey, that's actually put it pretty smoothly. We will need some diesel over here. And apparently we also need barley. So let's get to put our trailer, well, reconfigure our trailer back ready for reconfigure our trailer back to take as much grain or wheat as humanly possible as what we can. Does that count for the couddle counter? I'm not sure. So if at times today some of this is not actually making sense between jumps, I am actually coughing while I'm doing this. Okay, it's going to cost us $4,000, but I think the biggest configuration is probably best. Yeah, I'm doing a bit of money wasting, but I think at this moment in time we kind of need to. Alright, so I'm going to put in a cutscene here. I'm going to bring it all back in when the field here is ready to harvest of the wheat. We'll probably have some diesel here ready to go. So yeah, alrighty, well, I'll see you in a few moments. Okay, so here we are back again. We don't actually have much, well, it's not all growing yet because the way that I managed to just the way I did things earlier. Now, those who know me, hopefully all of you by now, know that normally I will collect the straw swath off wheat, but in this series, that's actually not the point. This series, it's all about the factories and nothing but the factories. So this, I will not be grabbing any straw swaths, and any crops that I don't actually need for production are just not going to, I'm not growing. I'm also not going to be doing any form of contracts or anything like that. Oh, looky here, more biodiesel for us to, well, use and then sell. You know, any excess that we don't need to use, we'll just be up and selling. Although primarily it was for to run other factories, basically it's a product of a factory. So what we don't use, any excess, we sell. Even by my maths, that's not kind of hard to. Well, that's not a hard concept as far as I'm aware. You know, any greater minds out there. Oops, I forgot to turn the speed down to ×5. Oh well, that kind of really doesn't matter all that much, because it just means that the rest of the field will be ready to harvest sooner. Actually, you know what? Let's keep it at 120 for now. That way I can just, while I'm doing this, things will grow. Yeah. Also means you get to see what it's like for a farmer to have to harvest at night, because you never know what's happening the next day, which, you know, according to my map up on the top right hand corner, it's going to be cloudy soon. So, never know about these sort of things, just like in real life. Now, I am going to be honest with you, I've never worked on a farm in my life. I did grow up in an area where there was farms around. They were all cow farms. Never saw any of this sort of stuff happening. Currently, I live not too far away from a farming area. Literally 2 minutes down the road, I have a strawberry field. Once again, I've never seen the machines, so you know, I don't know what these look like in real life. I do, on the other hand, also live maybe 5 minutes away from a John Deere dealership. So every time I drive past there, I keep looking and going, oh, so that's what it really looks like. Some of these machines, you get on here and you think, oh, yeah, that seems small. But then you see them in real life and it's, oh my goodness, you know, people can actually get in those things. One of my followers, NZ Racing, I think his name is. If I've got that wrong, well, I'll type it in as a comment. He works in the mines. I hope he doesn't mind me saying the fact that we're actually related. We are brothers. And oh, there goes another 477 pounds worth of our loan. But yeah, from what I understand, the machines, the mining machines make me feel short, and I'm around about the 6 foot tall mark. I think when I travelled Australia, I did see one of the mining trucks, and I'm not going to lie here, I was about half the size of one of their tyres. Nothing like something like that to make you feel inferior. So, I will get to chuck this on I'll get to and chuck this on a time lapse in a moment. Just before I get to and do any of that, let's just jump into our tractor here and let's go and grab just a small amount of wheat here. Small amount, he says. In a couple of hours, we'll be able to actually see what I'm doing. Yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying this series, because I know I am. Though we are up to episode 4. Sorry, a farming trucker. Kind of forgot in my intros and all that to mention what episodes we are, we're into. Mistakes happen. Please forgive me. Same with everyone else. Sorry, I shouldn't just be apologising to one viewer. I need to apologise to everyone that follows my series, and I'm not keeping the numbers up. So yeah, from now on, I will have the episode number whatever as part of the description. Basically, I'm just trying to take whatever leads I can and any advice I can to try and boost the channel just try and boost the channel. Let's just leave it at that. So, alright, well, I think it's time I shrunk down this side of the yard, by the way. Because, to quote one of my viewers, once again, I mentioned that I'm great at driving off camera, but the second I bring you in, I seem to crash into something. Alright, enough gas bagging. Time to chuck this on a time lapse. Before I do, let's knock that down to ×5 so as we can actually see what's happening. Alright, so see you in a few. Okay, time to see if I can get a worker to do this. Yes, I can. Okay, so cardinal sin time. I know I've said it before and I'll say it again, but okay. Cardinal sin time. Get the worker going. Let's grab a pallet of biodiesel, take it over to our wheat factory, and let's get that going. Let's just generally get that going. Because I think I'd really like to get the wheat happening. Yeah. Okay, alright, well I'll be quiet now and we'll just get over there. As you can see, the worker stopped, and that's why I call it a cardinal sin to hire workers in the first place. There's my stop sign. Okay, so this is a little bit front heavy and probably should not be used for this sort of work at this point in time, but you do what you do. Anyway, I was saying about what I call the cardinal sin being using workers. Well, as you just saw, it stopped for an unknown reason. Probably because I do use the tool height, the header height control mechanism daily. So when I'm actually dealing with when when I have to do my own harvesting, that's the word I'm trying to get out, then it's a lot quicker for me, and I just find it generally easier. Alright, so we, as the other one, we get out of there, come round here, and we need to move that over there, confirm that. Only 12 grand to be able to get that started. And now the question is, how does this start taking it? One would assume that just like animals, don't tell me I didn't actually buy an animal. Of course I didn't, because I don't have enough money. So back to our finance screen and borrow a bit more money and move that across and buy it. Now let's see if it's taking the diesel. What's going on here? Do I actually need it in a tanker for it to be able to take it? No, it just needed to be elevated. Okay. So that's good to know. Let's bring the wheat over now. So if anyone's doing factories, you're learning from my mistakes right now. But hey, everyone learns from something. Up and over this, do a bit of a jump. Woohoo! That was fun. Well, at least I thought it was fun. I'd have to try and smooth that out. My problem is I'm not good with terrain texture and all that sort of stuff. Okay. Something apparently I'm not good at either is reversing my trailers. Okay, so let's get that going in there. Okay. Alright, so that's nearly all empty. Okay, so that's all in there. At least it's telling me it's all in there. Let's now check on the production of that. Now again, it's telling me I've only got 2,500 litres of biodiesel there and only 10,000 litres of wheat or barley, but the productivity should start increasing soon. Alright, so once again we don't actually want to save any of this. So we'll get to, I'll get to off camera. I'll finish harvesting this wheat. I'll just do it myself because these workers aren't as reliable as they should be. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so as you can see, just getting to and grabbing some more, or probably the last of the wheat. So the harvest is done. Of course, I probably won't get it all out of the harvester right now. Okay, so let's just take this over to our flour mill, flour factory, or whatever you want to call it. I think I'll call it the flour mill because, flour factory kind of doesn't ring too well in my ears. Might even be able to check to see if they've even produced some flour by now. If they have, the next episode we'll get to and make some bread. Okay, so once again, chuck a U-turn. Get ourselves into a nice bit of a position to see. You know what, let's actually make it look like we're dumping into the thing, and while that's unloading, which will probably stop while I'm not in it, of course it does. Let's pull out for a bit. Oh yes, we've got some flour being produced over there. So just pull back in. It's nearly empty. So let's just pull out and have a look at our flour being produced. We have 1 sack of flour. Okay, so just so as we can say that we've actually sold something. Well, sorry, I know we've sold something, but what I'll do is let's go load up some barrels. Then we'll go up and get them sold, so as that I can take myself a screenshot, because I should have taken one ages ago. So we'll take the screenshot, and then I suppose that's where we'll call it a day. I really need to do something about that bump. It's going to be fun. So next time I'll let you watch me cultivate this field, probably get it all ready for the next crop to go in, which, you know what, just to change it up, let's put some barley in. We don't need any canola just yet, do we? It wouldn't hurt. Actually, we'll go back to some canola. So let's get that happening. So I'll just well, it won't take too long. Let's just get this trailer reconfigured back to the barrel, to the bale. Yeah, to the flatbread. Flatbed. Flatbread. Yeah, and then we'll load up some diesel, sell it off, and yeah, between now and next time, I'll quickly get to and put the rest of the wheat over in the factory. That way you just don't have to see me do that. Let's customize again. Bale loading. And of course I forgot to confirm that, didn't I? Okay. Jump in there. Grab that back on. Another one to the cattle counter there. Okay. Alright, so let's load up as many of these as what we possibly can. I won't drop off any to the I won't drop any off to the other factory. We will get to and make more. Okay. So, as you guys have just seen, I've gotten to and loaded up all 5 of our pallets of diesel. Quickly take a screenshot there. Okay, now whereabouts can we take this to sell it this time? 2395. Okay, again, back up the supermarket. Even though I know where I'm going, I'll still tag the place. So yeah. So just to recap on what we've done today, we've reaped what we've sown. So the wheat is now turning into flour to get ready to go to our bread. We've got our biodiesel. We've put one into our flour mill. We've sold some diesel, and we're about to sell the next one. Though I think my trailer's a little bit overloaded, but you get these on the big jobs. Okay, so we just unfasten all that, and hopefully this time it's just going to take it straight off the... yes, it's starting to take... Yes, it's taking some. Come on. Is it going to take any more? Let's just... No, it's... Okay, so it's going to be like that, is it? Alright, so... Gonna have to just do things the hard way. Add to the couddle counter. Just knock everything off. Oh. I was going to do things the easy way, but if it's not going to listen... Now, any real-life farmers out there will probably hate me right this moment, but you've got to do what you've got to do. Here comes the supervisor to tell me off. No, am I like the manager of the supermarket's coming out to say, no, can't sell that here anymore? Come on. Is any of it being sold? Okay. If we're going to do it the other way, we're going to have to do it the other way. I do not understand why this is doing this to me. I would have thought that it'd just come here and take it out, but nope. It's got to be in the exact right spot, doesn't it? Come on. Alright, you know what? I'll sell this all off camera. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Please feel free to share my videos. Give us a like. Alright, see you next time. Cheers.